spectacular form coming into this competition. This was a fairly big group of athletes, a full range of quarterfinals. Not everyone having to go through the first round, and Cow and BAUS, the athletes that made it through the draw to make it to this gold medal match here at the Rio Centro Pavilion 3. There he is, the man who is the world #1, the man to beat. Valentin BAUS of Germany. These are our umpires. Chair umpire is from New Zealand, assisted by the Australian umpire as well. And we'll be underway very shortly. They'll have a little word with their coaches, a short warm-up, and then this gold medal match is underway.
So our umpires certainly won't have any language difficulties with a New Zealander and an Australian. Valerie Scarr, the Kiwi, the Aussie Alan Hopkins, and they'll be taking care of this gold medal match between quite young, really, Valentin BAUS, just 20, and 28-year-old Ningning from Zhuzhou. It's probably been the biggest stage yet for Valentin BAUS. I sometimes think elite athletes who get to the top at a young age, they're too young to have self-doubt. It can actually help them, the lack of experience and the consequences of a loss. It's only as we get older that we worry more about losing.
Yeah, it's very true. We saw some astonishing action in the last session of table tennis, including seeing a 16-year-old in Laurent Devaux of Belgium skip through his final. Birthday 15th of August 2000, and he took the gold as well.
That wasn't the best coin toss I've ever seen from Valerie Scarr. She nearly dropped it and only flipped it a couple of times, but the athletes weren't too worried.
You think you practiced that, wouldn't you?
Well, and I tell you what it indicates to me, Richard, is that the officials on these big occasions, they're entitled to be nervous too. They want to get everything right. They want to make sure they make the good decisions and have a smooth competition, and it not be about them.
Yeah, very right. But what we have found throughout this competition, they've been very hot on the serves. They've been docking points left, right, and centre for not having the ball in the hand, not throwing it up enough, which even the athletes have been a little bit perplexed by that. But we'll see what happens in today's session.
Well, sometimes the federations come into a competition and say, look, you know, this is what we're focusing on.
Just the 2 games dropped for Chao Ningning, and that was in the group stages. Skipped through, it has to be said, the quarter-final and the semi-final. Man who got the silver in London, as well as the team gold, will be looking to go one better here. Already guaranteed at least a silver, of course, in this gold medal match. But 8 years his junior, a man who will have confidence. He's world ranked #5, and look at that, not a game dropped. Skipped through the group and raced through the knockout stages as well. The world champion, the European champion, will he be the Paralympic champion? Just to let you know about the classifications, this is class 5, and it's the wheelchair category where they have the most movement. So wheelchair 1 to 5, those who can stand, it's 6 to 10, with an intellectual impairment at 11. And that's the way it works, and once you are classified, obviously, then the work can begin.
Reclassification happens from time to time. Athletes in sports with where visual impairment have categories, then sometimes with deteriorating eyesight, you'll find athletes move from one classification to another.
About to get underway then. Gold medal match in Class 5 here in the table tennis centre. It's Ningning against Valentin BAUS of Germany. They'll just be testing each other out. These guys will have obviously played each other on the circuit, but this is something completely different. First blood to the Chinese athlete. What a forehand that was, goodness me.
It's going to make a little bit of noise through this match as well, it would seem, Char. Bit excited about it, why not?
Oh, brilliant from the German in wheelchair table tennis. Of course, a lot of the action is that sort of shot, where you're just looking to keep it out of reach of your opponent.
Yeah, a little apology there. He did catch the very edge of the table. Makes an impossible return.
Just a little bit of clear water between the two at the moment. After each bit of 6 points, you can take the towel. Just a rule from the IWTF to stop you slowing the match down after every point. Same rules in the Olympics as well.
BAUS imparting a lot of side spin on his serve, and Charles just having a little bit of difficulty with it.
Oh, well, he's done that again, hasn't he? Just dinking it across the table, out of the reach of the Chinese athlete. That's a lovely shot.
It's got good disguise on it too.
Yeah, a little apology. Got lucky with the net cord. Good stretch from the Chinese athlete to get there. Did very well to change direction, but the damage was done.
Chow could only lob it up really, and an easy winner for BAUS.
And a chance to have a little bit of a reflection, take the towel.
He's bounced back into this first game nicely, BAUS. He's down by a couple, then got to 6-5. Well, short return from BAUS, and Chow's all over it.
And this is the time you want to have a little clear water between you and your opponent, heading towards that 11 points that'll secure the game. Oh, yes.
Rally of the game so far.
That was marvellously done. Real crisp exchange between the two. Back to just a point behind the Chinese. He's frustrated with himself, isn't he?
That's pretty much in the category of an unforced error.
Sometimes what looks like a simple mistake is because of the spin from your opponent, but that was something that he could have dealt with. Went for the big forehand, didn't manage it. 3 game points to Zhao Ningning. And he saved one.
A very deep return from BAUS. Caught Zhao on the half volley, a bit unprepared. Three points, the biggest lead of the match, that enjoyed by Zhao.
Yeah, it's not been a runaway game for him, is it? Oh, yes. Very cat and mouse, very tentative to begin with, and then BAUS chose his moment. And the man who's not dropped a game in the whole tournament yet to concede.
He's the more attacking player, isn't he? And back to 10-all, staring down 3 game points.
Oh, lovely backhand, ripped it. And now he has a game point.
Nice catch. Make sure you do that behind the table.
Oh, hit the net. And he had made the decision to give it as much topspin as he possibly could. He couldn't quite find his range. First of 2 clear points, of course. We'll take this first game.
Luck's been a bit 50-50 with BAUS, as it should be. A couple of good ricochets off the net.
Ooh.
Oh, he's right on the end of the table.
I think BAUS thought it was going long. Let's have a look at his reaction here. I think he was just looking to watch it out. Oh, and it's long. And, well, it took 4 game points, but Zhao Ningning has taken the first game in this gold medal match in Class 5 of the men's singles.
Well, high quality first game. Both men had their chances, that's for sure.
Yeah, we enjoyed some excellent games, some matches in the first set of medal matches, and this is not proving to be any less of an exciting spectacle. 1 game down. Zhao Ningning of China, the world ranked #1, is the man with his nose in front at the moment.
Great counter-punching from Zhao there. BAUS looking to be the more aggressive, but the angle took him too wide to get a good return on it.
Yep, didn't try to put any spin on it, just placed it. And that's a great bit of placing as well from the German. right into the corner of the table. He's done it again.
What a return from BAUS.
Coach likes it. Those in the arena like it as well. Trying to perhaps be a little bit too attacking on the return of serve. Great stretching from the Chinese athlete. That was a nice little dink over the net from Valentin BAUS. Look how far he had to reach to get there.
Excellent mobility from Chow.
There we go again. We've seen this all through the tournament. Another warning first to make sure the athlete on the other side of the table can see the ball before it's served, and next time it'll be a point deducted. And he loses that point anyway.
To a 2-point lead again. Chow did this early in the first game. It was a handy fight back from BAUS. Oh, you like the look of that. It sat up a bit and BAUS just put it away.
This is the kind of point you love watching with table tennis played in a wheelchair. The manoeuvring around the table, like a chess game, before the attacking shot comes. Somewhere, the ball is somewhere. Unlike tennis, we have to keep with the same ball unless it cracks or chips. These plastic balls do tend to do that. In the old days it was acetate. Kept going up in flames in warehouses, that was the problem, so they've changed it. Just long, just long. Wasn't a bad shot from Powell, but he couldn't get enough. Just swinging wide.
And on that occasion, Chow, the first to really attack. I think what we've seen is that BAUS is a naturally more attacking player. But Chow can pick his moment. Oh, maybe that's the rally of the match.
Fist pump from the German coach. Toe to toe, no quarter given. That was a very powerful forehand. You get the feeling this is going to be a tight match. They're nip and tuck all the way through this second game.
So a couple of little errors coming from Chow as they take their next break.
Next point, an important one. Looking to extend his lead. It will be a bit of serious trouble for the Chinese athlete. A little bit tentative from the German. Better. Getting that booming forehand going again. Sometimes BAUS just a little quick to try and get into the attacking mode. I know the coach will probably be saying, just get it back over the net. play the game and then pick your moment when it's right. Don't be too quick to try and attack. He's come roaring back, hasn't he? Lovely forehand.
BAUS just doesn't seem in these first two games to be a good front runner. He's been down by a couple, gets himself two in front, and then Chow responds.
Oh, side spin taking it away from the backhand of BAUS. Now all of a sudden the Chinese athlete edges ahead.
Yeah, that's 3 unanswered points from Chow.
And that's another power driving forehand, and he's on a roll here.
4 in front. You know, when you're playing the world #1, you've got to have the self-belief, and it's just sapping away at the moment for BAUS. It's all confidence at the moment. Zhao Ningning.
6 minutes of this game gone, and 2 game points to wrap it up. Oh, that's better. Took his time, waited for the moment. Sat up beautifully, asking to be dispatched. Still a game point though.
Oh, he's really on the attack on these game points. Saved a few in the first game before eventually losing that one 13-11. Well, there's nothing to lose at game point, is there? Go for it.
Oh.
Well, of course, there is something to lose at game point. That would be the game. But you take my point. There's risk and reward.
Yeah, and it's all to do with mindset as well, isn't it? Don't become a shrinking violet just because you're facing game point. He's got to face it again. 3rd game point. A little bit fortunate to have it, that net cord. Oh, and that was not the time to try the backhand.
A short serve, and he's dumped it into the net, BAUS. And that is a 2-game lead then. Well, that's only halfway up the net. That's poor execution at a crucial moment.
Had pulled off some excellent shots to save a couple of game points, but he's in a spot of bother here. How Ningning leading Valentin BAUS by 2 games to love.
Sonst kommt aber dein eigenes Spinspiel viel besser jetzt ins Rollen. Das ist richtig.
Ja, aber 8-6, das war scheiße.
Das ist vorbei. Jetzt kommt der 3. Satz. Ja. Denk dran, selber öffnen. Wenn er öffnet, ruhig nochmal nach vorne zu. Ja. Okay. Auf Fight. Jeden Punkt.
Well, staring down the barrel, the German. Now, he didn't drop a game in his progress to the gold medal match, but he's dropped the first 2 here and needs to come back, otherwise the gold medal will be going to the man who won silver at London.
Oh, what an angle. What an angle. That's impossible.
I don't think anyone in class 10 would have got that either. Beautifully crafted. And that's a great riposte as well. He has some sharp forehands and backhands in his repertoire.
Ah, strange miss there from BAUS. He misjudged the depth.
May well have been spinning away from him very often. If it is shot with the shot is played with a lot of spin. It can dip and make a good player look very ordinary.
Baus not happy as Chow jumps out to a 2-point lead early in what might be the final game.
Well, another point or two to the Chinese athlete, and I think we'll see a timeout.
Well called. Timeout it is. Got to change the complexion of this third game. Valentin BAUS.
And very often, the coach has got nothing to say apart from, I just needed to break the rhythm of your opponent for a minute. That's how it looks at the moment. It's not looking great for the German.
Was hältst du davon? Einfach freischwimmen jetzt? Was hältst du davon? Bist du bereit für Feuerwehr? Freischwimmen, sonst werde ich nicht starten.
Watch how doesn't need too many words of advice, not when he's up a couple of games. And 4-1. It's the German who's in trouble.
The 28-year-old looks pretty pumped up, doesn't he? And body language from BAUS perhaps not quite as positive.
And off the net and long, unfortunately, for BAUS, and that's an imposing lead now for the world number one.
Wheels away in celebration. He's very pumped up, and well, 6 more points and a gold medal will be his. There's a long way to go, though. And this time the net not the friend of the Chinese athlete. Great little exchange. That's where he's at his best.
He had a little nip of the net on the way past, thus the apology from BAUS, but you just hope that these net cords across a match work out good and bad for you.
Yeah, not sure it made that much difference on that particular shot, but always polite to apologise.
Oh.
Well, you want to know whether he's got a decent forehand and backhand. There's the 2 in 1 short point.
He's got another, you know, it does change the trajectory slightly. I think the first one went under the bat of the Chinese player. And I think the apology's in order, you know, and sure, we're getting them from BAUS as well. If you keep getting them, you know that a couple are going to go against you. So he's 2 to the good at the moment, and he needs them.
And another timeout called, this time by the Chinese coach. He's feeling the momentum going against his player. They need 30 seconds, and they're done. It is. I think that was literally just to disrupt the momentum of the German.
It worked. Staring down the other end of the table. He's starting to make a bit of noise himself, Valentin BAUS, as we get to the business end of the match, potentially.
Little look at the coach and a little glance across at his opponent. They caught. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant defending from Zhao. Because they were decent forehands and backhands from the German, but just put the last one long.
And he's got time to swing at his forehand. It's certainly a strength of BAUS. Just pushed one long though, and Zhao 4 points from the title.
Flicked it with the backhand, couldn't get the spin to bring it back down again. That's long. Went for broke.
And he's not backing away from his natural aggression, Valentin BAUS, despite the game situation.
Better coach out of his seat, urging the German on, like what he saw there. There he is again, popping up into the picture.
8-all, you know, he was down 5-1 at one stage in this third game, Valentin BAUS.
Yet to be ahead in this game.
Ooh. Oh, there you go. You see, the net is your friend or not. Not this time.
Such small margins, medals are decided. Two points away from the gold medal. Not over yet, though. Oh, yes.
He found that angle very early on in the game, and he's found it again to give him points for the match. Oh, great reflexes and placement from Zhao. Here we go. 10-8.
And he's done it. He's done it. It's long. And the gold medal goes to Zhao Ningning of China. The man who got silver in London goes one better in Rio and claims the gold medal.
And BAUS, you know, accepting defeat with grace and immediately up to congratulate his opponent. A smile on his face. You know, taking on the world #1, it would have been upset if the German had won. And quite emotional, Zhao Ningning now.
Yeah, these are the tears we like to see, the tears of joy. Can't quite believe what he's done. And BAUS, well, I'm sure when he reflects, he'll be happy. His first Paralympic medal, and it's a silver, but what a marvellous moment just to see what it means to the 28-year-old.
You know, these tears of winners, they're often just relief. You know, it's the end of a really long and stressful journey.
He is breaking his heart in a good way in the corner at the moment.
Yeah.
And a little smile. BAUS, what a
good reaction, isn't it?
It's a good reaction.
Yeah, yeah. He's not beating himself up. He gave it his best. You do your best and let the cards fall where they do. For this man, it's all a bit too much, but in a good way.
Yeah. Well, he's got a bit of time just to take a breather before the medal ceremony. This is confirmation of his triumph. Zhao Ningning beating Valentin BAUS